So let's say that you're working on a feature branch called add discount codes. You've been at it for a couple of days and you've got 5 commits with all of your work done. A team member mentions that Get Rebase can make sure you have the most recent changes from the main branch. So you run Get Rebase main and everything looks fine locally, so you push it. Then your teammate messages you that Git is saying that the histories have diverged and they have a bunch of conflicts that don't make sense. If you're like most developers, this is where you stop using rebase and stick to merging main into your branch over and over again, making a mess out of your Git history in the process. In this video, we'll explain what happens when you rebase and how to use it safely to keep your Git history clean. Hello, developers, and welcome to the PHP Architect channel. I'm Scott Keck Warren, and today we're talking about Git Rebase, how it works, when it's the right tool, and when you should just slowly back away. If you're new here, we cover topics across the PHP ecosystem. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next video as it comes out. So let's say you have a main branch with commits A and B. You've branched off of B and made commits D and E. While you were working, someone merged commit C into main. Now you want commit C in your feature branch because it has a fix to some shared code you're both working on. You have 2 options for how you can resolve this. The first option, and generally default option, is to run git merge main from your feature branch. In this mode, Git creates a merge commit that ties the 2 histories together. Your history now has a merge commit, F, that joins both lines of development. The original commits and the merge points are all visible. The second option is to run Git Rebase main from your feature branch. Git takes commit D and E and temporarily sets them aside, moves your branch pointer to the tip of the main, and replays your commits on top. The result is that history looks like you started your work after C was already there. I wrote D prime and E prime and not D and E. That distinction matters a lot and is exactly why rebase can cause problems. Now, you might be asking yourself, if rebase rewrites history and causes problems when working on a shared branch, why would anyone use it at all? The answer is that linear history is generally easier to work with. If you run git log one line on a project that uses merge commits heavily, you'll get a bunch of these. Every entry is a merge commit, and to see what actually changed, you have to dig into each one. And it can be a real challenge to revert those changes. Now compare that to a team that rebases before merging. You can read that history like a change log, and each commit tells you what changed and why in order without noise. Linear history also makes git bisect more reliable. Git bisect is a command that does a binary search through your commits to find which one introduced a bug. Merge commits complicate that process because they bundle multiple lines of development together. With a clean linear history, bisect can walk the commits one at a time and find the exact commit that broke something. Rebase also lets you clean up your own commits before anyone else sees them. Maybe you made 5 commits while you were working on a feature, and 3 of them were like fixed typo, oops, wrong file, and testing. You can use an interactive rebase, which we'll talk about in the future, to squash those into one clean commit before you open a pull request. Your teammates see a tidy history, and they never have to know about all the chaos that you cleaned up. The key phrase there is before anyone else sees them. That is exactly where rebase belongs, on your local branch before you share it. When you run git rebase main, Git doesn't move your existing commits. It kind of creates brand new ones using the process that's outlined on the screen. It's important to note that each new commit gets a new SHA hash. In our example before, D became D prime and E became E prime. They contain the same code changes, but as far as Git is concerned, they're different commits. That is because they have a different parent now. The original D and E still exist in Git's object store, but no branch points to them anymore. This is what people mean when they say rebase rewrites history. You're replacing old commits with new ones, and if anyone else had a copy of those old commits, their history and yours no longer agree. You can see it yourself Before a rebase, grab the SHA of your latest commits, and then check again after the rebase. Notice how it's the same message with the same code changes, but different commit SHAs. We'll have more after this word from our partners.
Building PHP applications is your passion. Managing cloud infrastructure shouldn't be your headache. Displace is your partner in cloud infrastructure orchestration, giving solo developers and small teams the tools and automation to deploy enterprise-grade Kubernetes clusters without enterprise-grade complexity or cost. Their CLI tool streamlines everything from local development to fully managed cloud deployments on AWS, Azure, GCP, and more. Skip the steep learning curve of Docker, Kubernetes, and Terraform. Let our automation free you to focus on your core business without losing control over your infrastructure. Get started at displace.tech and discover how the right tools can eliminate the need for a full DevOps team.
If anyone else has created commits based on your commit, don't rebase those commits ever. Or at least without making sure you have those commits first and communicate this to the other people involved. Again, when you rebase, you replace commits with new ones. This means if your teammates already have the old commits in their local branch, Git sees them as two totally different histories for the same branch. The next time they pull, they'll get conflicts or duplicate commits, even though the actual code changes are identical. The only way to fix it is to force push, which overwrites the history and makes things worse for everyone. When you get a rejection, it's Git's way of protecting you from doing something terrible. It's saying the remote has commits you don't have, so maybe we all chill out for just a minute. If you force push past that on a branch other people are using, you're going to ruin someone's day, if not their whole week. It might feel like I'm saying this too often, but it's for a good reason. Rebase is safe when the commits live only on your local machine and nobody else has seen them, or it's on a branch that you're the only one adding commits to. There are some common gotchas for Git rebase. Because rebase replays commits one at a time, you might resolve the same commit over and over again if several commits touch the same lines. You can contrast this to if you're doing a merge where you resolve it once and you're done. Force pushing to your own branch still overwrites the remote. Even on a branch only you use, git push force can destroy work you pushed from another machine. To help prevent this, always use git push force-with-lease instead. It checks that the remote hasn't changed since your last fetch and refuses the push if it has. I like to include this in my make file, so I just have to run make git push and it will remember it for me. Another gotcha is that old commits don't disappear immediately. They hang around in Git's reflog for about 30 days. So if you rebase and regret it, Git reflog can help you recover. That said, don't treat this as a safety net for rebasing shared branches because it can be a headache. Never ever rebase main. Rebasing main and force pushing it rewrites the history that every branch in your repo is based on. Recovery from that is extremely painful for the whole team. I've been there, don't recommend it. As a brief recap, Git merge preserves history as it happens and creates merge commits. Git rebase replays your commits one by one on top of another branch. The original commits are replaced and not moved. Never rebase commits other people have worked off of. Use git push force with lease instead of git force push when we're pushing after a rebase. As always, I have to thank you for watching our video. Has a rebase ever gone sideways on your team? What happened and how did you get out of it? Drop your stories in the comment section below. I read every one of them, and real-world situations like that make for a much better video. This is Scott Keck Warren for the PHP Architect channel, reminding you to keep watching, keep coding, and keep reading.